Welcome back to Double Down University. I'm back with you guys with another KBO PrizePicks video, and I have 3 props for you guys on the Thursday slate that I really like for hitter prop wise. We have Park Dong-woo over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. We have An Ching-hung over 2 hits, runs, and RBIs. And then last but not least, we have Hwang Sang-bin over 2 hits, runs, and RBIs. So let's get into our first matchup and the first turkey tosser that's going to be thrown to him. So in the Hanwha game, Hanwha is going to throw out one of their horrible starters, which if you guys been watching my KBO videos, you know I follow the same criteria every video. It's been working really well, and we've been cashing. So I like low K percentage, high walk percentage, low left on base percentage, and then also a high FIP score. And I've touched on that in numerous videos if you guys been watching and broke it down why I chose those things. But low K percentage we have here at 14%. We have a high walk rate at 8.3%. Then we also have a left on base percentage of 76%, which is really good. But his FIP score tells me that's fictitious because his FIP score is 5.08. So we're going to be targeting him, and then we're going to look at his splits and figure out which way that we can attack him. And as you can see here, he does really horrible against lefties as opposed to righties. He gives up a 344 batting average to lefties as opposed to only a 274 batting average to righties. So we're going to attack him with a lefty from the opposition team, and that so happens to be Dong-won Hu. So Dong-won Park, as I should say. So we're going to attack him with him. Now he has really good numbers. He does have a high K percentage, more than I like, at 22%, but he has a high walk percentage as well. But this guy doesn't strike out a bunch of batters, so we shouldn't be too concerned. If he does have one punch out, he should be able to contribute in his next 3 at bats to be able to go over this line. And then also he has a on base percentage of 361, which is really good. He has a weighted on base, which is really good at 370, and then his WRC plus is actually pretty good at 112, excuse me, and the average for WRC plus is 100. So I really like him in this matchup. And then we're going to look at his splits versus he's going up against a lefty, so we're going to look at his splits versus a lefty. And as you can see here, against a lefty, he hits drastically better against lefties as opposed to righties, as he hits 329 against lefties, and he only hits 249 against righties. So we're going to attack him by the best handedness that he sees the best, which is lefties as opposed to righties. And then also we're going to take a deeper dive into him, and the beauty of him is that with runners on base, he bats 319, and then also with runners in scoring position, he bats 291, and then he also has a 545 batting average with runners on the corner, so runners on first and third base. That is key because if there's one out or less, he can be able to hit a pop fly into the outfield and be able to score a runner, and that will count as RBI, so that helps us out as well. Then he also has potential to walk and be able to score just from via walk as well, so that's a bonus to us as well. Moving forward to our next hitter, and it's going to come from the same game, so we're going to game stack this game because this is the highest total on the slate, because they have 2 turkey tossers pitching on both sides of the mound. So we have Chang Kai, and same thing with him. We're going to look to attack him with a right-handed batter, because he gives up a 314 batting average to righties as opposed to only a 292 batting average to lefties. So we're going to target him with a righty, and that so happens to be An Ching-hung of the Hanwha Eagles. And I like to call him Mr. Hanwha because he's one of my favorite players on their team. He's consistent. He doesn't strike out. He puts the ball in play. And when you have hits, runs, and RBIs, that's all you can ask for is just somebody to put the ball in play. I'll live with you going 0 for 4 if you put the ball in play every time and you don't give up an easy at-bat due to a strikeout. And same thing with him against righties, which he is going up against. He bats 300. And then also the beauty for him as well is that he does really good with runners in scoring position, as he has with runners on base. He bats 295. Then with the bases empty, he bats 307. And then also runners in scoring position, 307 as well. Runners on the corners, he bats 364. And then with runners on second base, he bats 455. So I really like him in this spot as well. Even runners on second and third, he hits a really, really good average of 375. So we're going to target him today in this matchup as well. And then moving forward to the other game, last but not least, which is the last game that I have and the last player prop I have, which is the Lotte versus Doosan game. So we have Chan Won Jun, who is a turkey tosser as well. He gives up a batting average to lefties of 330, but as you can see, he's Cy Young worthy, which is crazy. Against righties, he gives up a 185 batting average to righties. I don't want to target unders in this league. I touched on the defense of this league numerous times. It's Little League World Series level of defense, horrible defense. So I don't want to take unders and risk, somebody being able to go over due to an outfielder. Like last night, it was an outfielder. He dropped a pop fly into the outfield, dropped it on the ground, and it was like 2 outs, and he could have got out of the inning, and more runners ended up scoring, and then the inning just got extended. So we're going to target him with the lefty, and that so happens to be Mr. Hwang Sung Bin, and same thing for him. He hits really well against righties. He bats 294. Now, granted, he has a 2-point advantage lefties as opposed to righties, but that's pretty much even to me. It's like break even to me. So we're going to take him against the righty. And then also he increases his home run potential against righties as he hits 3 home runs against righties, and he has 0 against lefties. And then also he has increased RBI opportunities as he has 10 more RBIs to righties as opposed to lefties. So I really like him in this spot as well. And then same thing for him. He is really good with runners on base at 327 or 326, with runners on base, and then base is empty, 319. So that tells you he can create for himself if no runners are on base. And then also with runners in scoring position, he bats 304, and then with runners on the corner, 250. So I really like him in this spot as well. So that is the 3 props that I really like for you guys, and I'll go over them one more time. It's Park Dong Won over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, as well as An Ching Hung over 2 hits, runs, and RBIs, and Hwang Sung Bin over 2 hits, runs, and RBIs. I appreciate you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.